Let's take you through the starting grid for the final for DD2 and DD2 Masters. And I think for the first time this season, we have our pole sitters for both classes on the front row. Sam Knopjes on pole position for DD2. Alongside him, the pole sitter for DD2 Masters, Bas van Vlimmeren. Row 2, it's Axel Hoes and Kirill Genza. Row 3, Imke Arts and Nicolas Guillaume. Row 4, Rick van der Straat and Mark Schupman. Completing the top 10, it's 2 from Germany, Louis Koch and Malte Schlatterer, with Wim Rouleau, Maurice Knopjes, Lisanne Kielstra, Niels Böhler, Ton van Weert, Bennett Demler, Mark van den Kamp, Brett Otters and Dominic Amons, the latter two who did not make it past the opening lap on the pre-final earlier on today. Sam Knopjes looking to consolidate his victory back at Circuit de Lanzaard last time out. And, oh, drama. And it's Bas van Vlimmeren. Van Vlimmeren has come to a halt on the sighting lap. And he can't get it restarted. Oh, dearie me. Bas van Vlimmeren is going to leave an empty spot on the outside of the front row. That is drama. When one driver did not need at all. So there is going to be a space alongside Sam Knopjes on the front row. That could give an opportunity to the likes of Kirill Genza, the likes of Nico Guillaume. Into the tram lines, revs rise, lights are out, and we are racing in the final. Good start by Sam Knopjes as they run down to turns 1 and 2. And Axel Hoes, oh, great start from him. She's already up into 3rd place. As, oh, it's getting a bit messy going through into turns 3 and 4. Did everyone make it through? They did by the skin of their teeth. Imke Arts has absolutely been catapulted like a stone out of a rocket. And she is now P3. Well, it's game on. Oh, no! No! The two Del Motorsport carts come together. Oh, disaster for Kirill Genza and Louis Koch. I cannot believe what I've just seen. Oh, lap 1, and just before the Schumacher chicane. Dust has been flung at least 20 feet into the air after that. And now Bennett Demler gets through on Wim Rouleau. In the meantime, well, Nicolas Guillaume is catching up with Imke Arts, but the two from Del Motorsport out at that point on the circuit. And I'm not too sure if they are going to make it past the initial foray in this race, but that was high drama. I saw the dust kicked up outside of the commentary box, and it's still slightly lingering. I hope all the audience over there have managed to get themselves a bit dusted off after that one, because that was gnarly. Louis Koch over the back bumper of Kirill Genza and then spun himself around straight after. Well, oh no! Dramas. Nicolas Guillaume dives up the inside, makes contact with the left-hand side of Imke Arts. That was not a point to try and overtake there, Nico, I'm afraid. If I'm going to be completely brutally honest, that was not. And there is the 459, Mark Schupman, now up into P5. Nicolas Guillaume tried to do his level best to make the overtake, but there was no room. And that is, drivers just, again, it's just a sense of urgency. And that curbing can unsettle the back end of that car. And it must have done that so easily, because now that's allowed IMKit Arts to get away. Rick van der Start now P3, up 4 spots. Bennett Demler, keep your eyes on the 434, now up 8 spots. And is currently P8. Bas van Vlimmeren did not make the start. Louis Koch out on the opening lap, and now Kirill Genza has parked it. Well, I think my ears might be burning in the direction of the Door Motorsport tent after that one. It can sometimes happen, but that is the biggest cardinal sin you can make as a driver, by taking out your teammate. It does happen. And that has, well, if I'm honest with you, it could have been a hell of a lot worse than what it was. So, Sem Knopfius has a lead of 1.3 seconds, and he's looking to do the double. Meantime, IMKit Arts has got a second wind at the moment. She's just put in the fastest lap of the race, 44.444, and is closing in on the Sodi kart, the number 495 of Rick van der Start for 3rd place. And, right, 422, that is... Lisanne Kilstra has just gone off of the outskirts of turn number 2. And IMKit Arts now waiting for the opportunity. Could tee up a move coming out of this final corner and into turn number 2. Look at the run. Look at the run from the 421, trying to go round towards the outside of turn 1. Now, where will IMKit Arts place the car? Places it to the outside. Tries to get the crisscross. Might get the run coming into turn number 3. Dives towards the inside. Now, will Arts go for turn 5? No. Van der Start covers that off. But when IMKit Arts is fired up, you better watch your 6. And this is exactly what I mean. Look at the run coming out of the left-hander and into the Schumacher chicane. Arts was absolutely flat chat. And now, let's see what happens here on lap 8. Arts again to the outside, waits for the opportunity. And running wide goes Rick van der Start, gifting IMKit Arts and Mark Schupman 3rd and 4th respectively. And then Nicolas Guillaume really, really closing on in for the 5th place. And side by side, a little bit further back, leading DD2 Masters. Wim Hulot in the number 554, up 2 spots from 11th on the grid, now running 9th. And Guillaume now closing in on Rick van der Start, and gets ever so close to the back bumper through the Schumacher chicane. So, Knopfius, Hoos, Arts, Schupman, van der Start, and now Guillaume. Oh, well, hang on a sec. Now, Nicolas Guillaume. Now, he has, this is the first time that I have noticed not just the race suit, but now the race helmet. If he's not got an Uno Mars sticker on that, he hasn't done himself any favours. But, well, Guillaume again just getting really, really racy behind Van der Start, but is getting a little bit frustrated, I fear. Now up the inside. Oh, that's what they call a little bit of a bump and run there. A little bit of a touch to the back bumper. Gets through. And Van der Start now into the clutches of Bennett Demler, who has been quite literal. No, that's Malte Schlatter, I think. Yeah. So you got Schlatter, then Demler. Otter's now up from 18th to 9th. Wim Hulot closes in on the top, well, now in the top 10. He's about 1.9 seconds ahead of Maurice Knopfius, the dad of Sam. Mark van den Kamp, Niels Berle, Dominic Hummels, Tom van Weert, and Lisanne Kilstra still competing around this circuit. 16 out of 19 starters. With 5 minutes to go plus 2 additional laps, there is still an opportunity for something exciting to develop. As that was Mark Schupman sideways whilst turning the kart in to the left-hander before the Schumacher chicane. Oh, dearie me. Oh, it's heart in your mouth stuff when you see these drivers. Like, I can only say the word chapeau to them, and the reason being, and don't worry, POC Entertainment, I'm not a caster, I'm a commentator. But thank you very much for the wonderful compliment. Yep, and Zem is very, very quick, but you can see now there is a big battle developing. With, I think that was Moritz Knoffius I just saw there. Nicolas Guillaume now finding past Rick van der Slut for 5th place. So we still have 3 3/4 minutes. 2.3 seconds is the gap between Sem Knopfius and Axel Hoos. And Imke Arts looking to solidify another podium. But there is the battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th in Masters. And Dominic Hummels has made up 6 positions, with 3 drivers falling by the wayside. Most importantly, the man who was the winner of DD2 Masters in the pre-final, Bas van Vlimmeren. And right with them is Niels Böhler in the 5.22, hoping for a podium. After this, there's still 3 more races to go very shortly. I should be joined by Job Riedveld for the KZ2 Masters and KZ2 Final. Both of them set to be a cracker, and then we'll have the top 36 Senior Rotax Final closing out the show here for round 5 out of 8 for 2024 for the Dutch Rotax and KZ2 Championship, powered by Chrono Karting. And look at this, these 3 drivers are still out there pushing to the limit. Air temperature around about 24 degrees, well, around about 24 degrees Celsius at the moment, apparently. And you can just see how hard it's beating down onto the tarmac. It's really, really evolved over the course of the race weekend. We still have 3 races to go. As I said, KZ2 Master, KZ2, and Senior Max Top 36. But at the moment, well, it's going to be double delight for one particular driver who has literally not looked back and has just kept running his race. Dominic Hummels, however, is closing in on Moritz Knopfius for 2nd place in Masters. That's for 12th position overall. A disastrous pre-final for Dominic Hummels after an opening lap incident in the pre-final. Just keeping an eye on what's also happening around the circuit is, well, Axel Hoos now about to put a lap down on Lisanne Kielster, which Sem Knopfius has already done. And, well, Nicolas Guillaume has been slowly but surely catching up with Mark Schupman in the number 459. They are not that far apart, about 4/10, I think. Yeah, and they're coming through turns 4 and 5 as we speak. With 40 seconds to go. Well, what a drive. What a drive by Sem Knopfius in the 4.20. Axel Hoos, again, about to, well, looks more than likely going to be celebrating another podium with the Combi Kart Racing team. And I actually asked him the question post the podium at Circuit de Lanzarote, and I said, what do you prefer, Axel Hoos or Axel Goes? He said, look, it doesn't matter to me. It sounds great either way. I said, well, okay, thank you very much. So I'll stick with Hoos at the moment. Ton van Weert has also had a lap put down on him by the leader. So, timer has expired, and it is going to be the case that Sam Knopfjes will be victorious. Winner of the final at Circuit de Lanzaard, last time out. And now on course for 3 successive race victories in a row. Final at de Lanzaard, pre-final here at Kerpen, and now on course to pick up another win. Blue flags are being shown to Lisanne Kielster and Ton van Weert at certain points around the circuit. But yeah, this has been clinical. This has been exemplary by the 420 of Van der Poel Karting's Sam Knopfjes. There's Axel Hoos from Combi Kart Racing Team. He's had a very, very consistent weekend. So, last lap underway for DD2 and DD2 Masters. Knopfjes leads Hoos by nearly 3 3/4 seconds. Imke Arts in third. Mark Schuppmann being chased down by Nicolas Guillaume. It's coming down to the wire between those two. Can Guillaume do something special in the last 3/4 of the lap to try and get through? I think he might have just gotten it done at turn 2. But let's concentrate on the man of the moment. 3 wins in a row. Sam Knopfjes does it again here at Kerpen. Winner of the final at de Lanzaard now takes the win in Germany. And this is going to bolster him by no stretch of the imagination when it comes to going for the title. Axel Hoos, another successive podium, and celebrations will definitely be off in earnest at the Combi Kart Racing Team. And Shapers Racing have another podium to their credit, thanks to the works of the fired up and racy Imke Arts. Nicolas Guillaume takes 4th ahead of Mark Schuppmann, with Rick van der Start, Malte Schlatter, Bennett Demler, Red Otters rounding out the top 9. And the winner for round 5 in the final for DD2 Masters, Wim Rouleau. Maurice Knopfjes takes 2nd in Masters, 11th overall, ahead of Dominic Hummels, who will round out the top 3 provisionally in 12th. Niels Böhler, Mark van der Kamp, Lisanne Kielster and Ton van Weert round out the 16 finishers. And unfortunately, after an initial incident through the final left-hander into the Schumacher chicane, well, Kirill Genser retired on lap 2, Louis Koch lap 1, and Bas van Vlimmeren unable to take the start due to a technical failure whilst trying to start his kart.